Habakkuk chapter 3. Habakkuk's had a lot of questions here about why don't you act more immediately, God? Why are you apparently delaying? Why is there so much injustice? Why can't we have blessing now in this life? And those questions at the end of Habakkuk are not really answered. But what he says is that although the fig tree doesn't flourish, although the fruit is not in the vines, although the olive tree fails and the fields yield no fruit, and although the flocks are cut off and there's no herds in our stalls, in other words, all the promised blessings are not there in my experience right now, Habakkuk's final words are, "Yet I will rejoice in Yahweh, I will be joyful in the God of my salvation." That's how he finishes his book. I will rejoice in his salvation. I believe that although I do not understand issues of justice and God's apparent delay and the way that life has not gone for me as it should have done, could have done, ought to have done, in my little opinion, he is the God of my salvation, and I will rejoice in him. And this is the wonderful crescendo to the whole struggle that he has here about all these questions. I shall be saved, finally, and I will rejoice eternally. This is where faith means trust. The Hebrew words for faith and belief mean to trust. Why do we have all these questions about the morality of God, the justice of God? Why doesn't he hurry up? Yeah, everybody has those questions. They are built in by God to our experience now. And there is no quick meme that suddenly answers them. There is no succinct little few words or sentence or paragraph or very interesting book that's written to explain all this. There isn't. These issues are there to test our trust and our faith and our humility before God, that I am mere man. How can I expect to understand God's final ways? But I love him, and I've seen enough of him to trust him. So faith does not mean that I now understand everything. There is an element within relationship with God which involves trust for that which I do not understand. And it is humility, which is as ever the litmus test of whether we really believe.